guys, welcome to Decidedly Neapolitan. I wanted to just do a little update video, not just an update for Decidedly Neapolitan, but kind of an update on my channel and what's going on with me. I'm going through one of my, what I call my rough patches, or as we say in the South here, going through one of my spells where my voice is just doesn't have any strength in it, and it sounds pretty bad, as you can tell. So it's going to affect my recording schedule. I've been struggling, as you know, I've been struggling with some health issues for over a year now. And it comes and goes, and, you know, there's not any real resolution to it. What the doctors have decided is that I have irritable bowel syndrome. But that's just basically because they don't really... they use that term when they don't know if you have digestive problems and they don't know what it is. And I've done pretty much everything that they've said, like you know, gluten-free and all that stuff, and nothing's really worked. And I go through these what I call spells or rough patches where my voice I just lose my voice for some reason. I don't know why it is, and I don't have any strength in my voice. And hopefully it'll last through this video, because I'm going to kind of show you a little bit about what I've been doing. But because my voice is so rough, I've decided to just kind of put my videos on hold until I kind of get back in shape, if I do. Now, Decidedly Neapolitan is scheduled out through the end of April and a little bit into May, so there'll be some of these. Of course, this is out of sequence, as you already will have figured out. But I've had to put Sandstone on hold right now. I'm almost done with Sandstone. I have the last dungeon number 3. That's the only thing I've got left to do on that. But unfortunately, my voice gives out after about 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm not really able to do a full episode. And I tried actually doing a Sandstone and kind of went into the very beginning of the dungeon there, but I just couldn't do it. So I didn't get very far, of course. So really no spoilers there. But I'm just not able to do it, and it was just terrible video, and these videos lately have been pretty terrible, and I apologize for that, but there's really not much I can do about it. So I'm just going to put everything on hold right now. Now, like I said, DN is scheduled out through the end of the month, but I've also, as you will see, just because of the projects, I probably, even if my voice gets back into shape, I get back on track. I'm kind of entered into a large-scale project, which is what you do, and when you get all the beginning stuff done, is kind of work on a big thing. And so the videos probably won't be once a week anyways, just progress-wise, because I've got literally a ton of stuff to do. But I have been doing some things around the place here, and as you probably heard, you can hear upstairs. I was watching Kane's video, which you need to go watch if you haven't. But I went over to the rainforest where he was at, and I got myself a little kitty. I call him Mr. Fancy Pants. And why do I call him Mr. Fancy Pants? Oh, just because. Just because. You know, he's actually a tabby, so I guess it's not really wearing pants, but I don't know. He just kind of looked like a Mr. Fancy Pants, so that's what I named him. Now, I have done some things here. Of course, there's be a video on the string farm here. I'm lagging just a little bit. I updated DxTory, and yeah, I'm not getting very good frame rates. So, but anyways, I put my essence bushes, experience bushes out here, so anybody's welcome to use those. But you notice I've got this monstrosity over here, and this is because I put in a blaze farm. Blue kind of burned himself out, so I stole two of his spawners, and I found one in a fortress way out in the wildlands where my quarry was. I set up another portal out there because I was going to farm quarry up some what do you call it? The red stuff, netherrack, and so yeah, I set up a quarry out there, and I found a fortress out there, and there was a blaze spawner, just one, blaze powder. So I brought it back and I took 2 of blues. Now it was cleared with BRAD, so I'm not stealing anything here. But yeah, I've got a little blaze farm here, and I basically used blues setup here, and it works really well. And here in the table is a Looting 3 sword, and it's got tons of durability on it, so it works pretty good. I was able to get a stack of blaze rods in less than 5 minutes, so yeah, it works real good. So that's there, and of course the string farm. I did an actual episode on the string farm, and you saw the horse over here. Now we can make name tags, so I named both Mr. Fancy Pants, and this is Diamond, my horse, which horses aren't really useful when you got a jetpack and a glider where you can just fly everywhere, but what the heck, I found the saddle in a dungeon. Actually, the dungeon was right over here by my little tree farm that I set up. But yeah, I chopped down one of those sacred oaks, so I thought it made a nice little stable area here. So I did. There's that one. I've done a few things here, just kind of puttering around the old homestead, as I call it. Yeah, I don't think there's been anything donated here recently. Nope. So let's come on, hit the door. There we go. Now I've put a bunch of stuff over here in the community chest. I upgraded the community chest to I put a bunch of ender chests around as well. I made a bunch of ender chests. I went to the end and farmed up a bunch of the end's actually this direction. Yeah, it's over in this direction. I went to the end and farmed up a bunch of ender pearls because they've already killed the ender dragon and all that. Farmed up a bunch of ender pearls because I made a bunch of tesseracts that I'm going to use in the upcoming project that you'll see. And so I made a bunch of ender chests since I had tons of blaze powder and a bunch of ender pearls. So, and I put them in different places around the area, so you can take advantage of those. Now I've put a bunch of stuff in here. It's, as you can see, mostly Thaumcraft stuff. I found this stone hammer in the Nether. I don't know who owned it, but it's got Looting 3 and Fortune 2 on it, so if you need a stone hammer, guys, come get it. But as you can see, I didn't put all of this in here, but I put in some crafting tables. I got some ore magnets. That's all from the Twilight Forest. That I put a quarry out in the Twilight Forest on a hollow hill and got a bunch of resources. Then there's just a bunch of essence, because I did a bunch of work in the Nether, and man, those wisps were just aggravating, just bugging me like crazy. So I got a bunch of essence and a bunch of shards as well that I put in here. So yeah, this will be a full-blown episode, but I'm going to release it as a DN extra, but it's probably going to be close to a full episode here. And of course I've already shown the portal. I fancied up the Nether portal a little bit, and you've already seen the drop boxes, as I'm calling them, because Kane and let's get away from those chickens. Kane and B-Ran are both working on the forestry mailbox systems. So there was, if you remember, there was a bunch of chests and stuff here. And let's get rid of that. Bunch of chests and stuff in here, and honestly it was bugging me. It looked pretty tacky. I mean, let's be honest, guys, it looked pretty tacky there. And you know, the server is now to the point where we shouldn't be having that kind of stuff just laying around. I mean, that's what you have in the first week, right? But after a while you don't really want all that kind of junk laying around. Now this stuff, of course, I left all of this here because this is all like community farm stuff and everything, and it's, you know, it's useful. And all that chests and stuff here was just junk. So what I did is I made just a little quick guest house, and it's now, you know, I'm no pick, so, you know, forgive me for the lack of great building skills. But I don't think it was too bad, really. But this is just a little community house. This is just the little starter area if we get any new people on, which I don't know. I haven't seen half the guys on the server now for since 1.9 came out, which I kind of expected. When 1.9 came out, everybody's going to go back to their home servers and do the 1.9 thing. So I really haven't seen many people on the server. Kane and Pix has been on, B-Ran's been on, Mort's been on. I think that's all I've seen lately, unless, of course, they could be getting on when I'm not on as well. But I try to get on at least once a day and putter around the place. But anyways, enough ranting there. Uh-oh, somebody after me. Oh, look at you. Did you spawn on top of the... Oh, you know what? He spawned on top of the trees. Yeah. Unfortunately, these trees offer a lot of spawning spaces, so not much I can do. I put slabs on the top up there, but and some carpenter's blocks. But, yeah, well, there's not much you can do about it. But anyways, I put a little iron furnace over here, some chests, and then most of the halfway decent stuff that was in those chests over there I put over here. And then inside is this is just a tiny little shack. I didn't want to make a big old house. That's not the point of this thing. This is just a tiny little shack, just a little starter house. So basically you can set your spawn and have a semi-safe place to respawn if you die and you don't have your own set. Put in one of the ender chests here. Oh, by the way, this is all my quarry stuff. I decided to put it in an ender chest, and I have one that I carry with me. Oh, it's in my other tool belt. The granddaughter is sleeping over here, so I turned my light off. So I need to turn it back on so I can see my keyboard, because it's a black keyboard, of course, as they all are nowadays. But there's my ender chest here, and then I've got my secondary tools. It took me forever to build one of these, to make one of these belts. I don't know why. They're so useful. But I did make a belt finally. But anyways, here's the little thing. I put some potions up there. Just some, these books were over in the chests over there. Pretty useless, but I went ahead and put them over there. I made up a bunch of potions, and a lot of these I got from killing mobs, from the loot drops on the mobs. So I put those up there. Yeah, so I thought it turned out okay. Not great. Like I said, I'm no picks. So, yeah. Now, I added a little... Let's see, how do you do this thing? I added a little community jetpack here. There we go. Added a little community jetpack here that you can use. And you can just basically, oops. I got inventory tweaks going there. So now how do you close it? I never can figure out how you close these things. Nope, I don't want it. Put it back. How do you close it? Close. There we go. Good gracious. Anyways, there's a community jetpack. Anybody can use that. Oh, those chickens. Anybody can use it. And just when you get done with using it, just put it back, because it is for the community. Now, I have a charging station here. Unfortunately, it's kind of tricky. I think this is interfering with the charging of it, because you supposedly be able to just put it in your hotbar and it'll charge up, but it doesn't always work. And I think it may be because I put this right here. I'm not really 100% sure. I think it really needs an open space all the way around for it to work properly. But if you just right click on it, you can see that it just put it in there and it'll charge it up. So yeah. So if it doesn't work standing on it, just right click and put it in there. So oh, those chickens are just terrible. So there we have it. One last thing I want to show you guys. And so far my voice is doing okay, so it doesn't sound great, but at least it's hanging in there, so that's good. Just a little lag. Let it catch up here. There we go. See those wisps? They were just like pestering the heck out of me when I was over here. And the stupid what do you call them? Those guys, whatever those guys are called, I forget now. They were just all over the place, bugging. They were bugging the heck out of me, because I went over to the fortress and harvested up a bunch of nether brick, and I had gas and stuff. I got, believe it or not, I got probably 12 gas tiers just from building this, because they just kept flying over and bombing me. So I had my jetpack on, so I just fly up and kill them, and it was just, but it was a pain in the rear. But these wisps were like shooting at me all the time, so that's where all those essence stuff came from. But I thought, it'd be good to have a little, rather than all this netherwart was over in that fortress, was just way over there. And it's hard to get to, so basically I just moved it over here. So if you are starting out, which everybody probably isn't starting out by now, get away, isn't starting out by now, but if you happen to be in the nether and just need some netherwart, I put this over here, and it's just kind of covered over so the gas don't shoot you, and the whatever those guys are called don't get you, and the magma creams don't bug you, but or magma cubes don't bug you. So, but yeah. Of course, this is pretty useless because I don't really need that. I've got tons of magma cream, from the. I'm right next to the swamp and the blaze farm over there for blaze rods. Now that's not an experience farm, by the way. That's for blaze rods. So yeah, if you want, it's not really set up as an experience farm. It's really a utility farm just to get blaze rods. But yeah, just a little netherwart growing thing, and I just put 2 rows on either side, and I think that'll be good if you happen to need netherwart. You want to farm up a good supply of it or whatever. So just help yourself. Another little community project here. And of course, you saw the that's my little potato farm there. Of course, you saw this area that Jeff did. Haven't seen Jeff for a while, so hopefully I'll see him here coming up soon. I enjoy Jeff's videos. Haven't seen one on the DN. Of course, he's been doing the decidedly vanilla videos as the other guys have as well, so be sure to check those out. They're real. Starting out on a new server, bunch of crazy stuff happening on that server you need to check out for sure. Yeah, B-Ran set up a little thing which I'm not going to go look at closely because I'm sure he's got something on it. Well, so guys, that's basically what I've been doing around here. Sort of another out of sequence video, but I once wanted to let you know about the sandstone primarily, and that I'm just going to have to place it on hold because I'm just not in any shape right now to do a decent video on it. And these videos, probably after the schedule runs out, I'm probably not going to be doing weekly videos on DN as well. There's actually no recording requirement. BRAN doesn't require it. This isn't a YouTube server per se. We've got some YouTube people on here, and I do a video. I don't consider myself a YouTube person, but I do videos every once in a while just because I like to do them. But let me show you that little tesseract thing I set up here. Just since I'm still talking here. Yeah, so I've got one set up here. And you remember that was the magma crucible there. Is it going to close? Yeah, I'm getting some lag. I'm not sure why. I've been having a problem lately. It's maybe because I just have too much stuff going on here. That's probably the problem. But I've got the blaze farm and string farm and all this other stuff. But I also put one up here. This one's connected to my lava tank here. And now this one, the free lava, is a tesseract that BRAN set up in the nether. And I don't want to talk too much about it in case he's going to do a video on it, which I'm sure he is. Let's check out the old diamond stash. Look at this, guys. I've just been cranking out resources like you wouldn't believe. There's a bunch of Enderium, which I'm going to upgrade everything to resonant now that I've got the ender pearls and I know where the end portal is, and I can get the ender pearls here. I'm going to upgrade everything to resonant level. You can see I burned up a bunch of them, and I used my looting sword out here. See, I have a losing sword. I'm still losing my deer. I've got a looting sword here, which was the Wither Looter until I updated it with the new one. So I went ahead and took it, and I got an Enderman trophy from over there. And of course, I got that one from the Wither farm. Hey, Mr. Fancy Pants. And got a bunch of ender pearls. So I'm going to be upgrading everything to resonant here. And yeah, I'll probably throw all of this stuff into the community chest in case anybody wants it. Although, you know, I may not do that actually, because, you know, the thing about modded is you want to do it yourself. That's the whole point about modded. So you know what, I'll probably just take this over and use it in my big project. I probably won't put it in the community center because, you know, people want to do this themselves. And, you know, it's nice giving people technology gifts, but, you know, the whole point about being modded is to do it yourself. I mean, you know, you don't want somebody giving you a bunch of stuff when you want to do it yourself. So I'll probably just take this over to the big project and use it over there. But yeah, doing good on the resources. I had to do another quarry to kind of get caught up. Most of these diamonds are from, well, a good portion of them are from the quarry, but a lot of them I've just been making using coal that I've been finding, because I've been finding a bunch of coal and just been fortuning it and grinding it up and then compressing it into diamonds. So yeah. Well, anyways, guys, that's the little update. Not a little update, but that's the update for you. So sandstone on hold. Probably not a lot of DN content after the schedule runs out. And I've got some other things. There's been a sort of a new wrinkle in my health drama, if you will, and it is a drama, believe me, and I'm so tired of it, to be honest. And I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about it as well, you know. So, but there's been a new wrinkle in that. I don't have any good information right now, so I'm not going to mention anything about it. But when I do get some good information, I'll let you guys know if it's anything significant or if it's going to affect me, my participation in the community. And because I told you guys I would do that, so I will do that for you. But right now I don't have any good information, but just look for probably an upcoming update video here soon in the next couple weeks after I figure out what's going on. So, but anyways, guys, that's it. I appreciate the support. Sorry Sandstone's going to be on hold and the videos might not be as frequent. The other stuff that I've been doing, the Doom and the Quake and all that, I'm not going to continue. I'm not getting any views on it, and I just honestly don't have the desire or the strength to do it right now, so I'm not going to continue any of that stuff. So just be DN videos, and hopefully I can get back to doing the Sandstone and get that finished up as well. And then after that, I'll just be doing a DN video every once in a while, just kind of keep you updated on what's going on. So appreciate it, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.